Where you rank it at, yo, Kendrick? After first listen, where would you rank it at?
Um,
After you,
it's hard for me to say, bro.
this nigga,
No, no,
bro.
hold on, because I can't really tell if I'm a vibe with those songs. I'm gonna tell you right now, reading all of this, I don't think he's ever been this deep. This is number one in terms of content. This is me reading the lyrics. Now, whether I like a song or whatever, I'm gonna keep playing it for the next like few hours when I wake up, and I'm gonna see if like, yo, okay, is this one of the joints? And then I could, because really ranking this album is matching the content also with the song listenability. You get me? Because yeah, nigga, you could write a thesis, but if it just doesn't sound like some dope shit, right?
But it's about how it sounds, bro.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't, bro.
But it's both. It's
People just
both.
think it, bro.
It's
Yeah, but
both. It's the reason why we have pop music and then we have like, we have rap, like
yeah,
shit.
but Pop was talking about real shit, and it
No,
was
no, no.
also,
I said pop
also.
music. Pop like
Well, I'm
pop
just saying.
music. Pop
I'm
music
just saying.
sounds good. Pop music sounds good, but
Yeah, but
there's no
that's pop
content
shit,
there.
bro.
There's no
Yeah,
depth. There's no substance.
nobody's talking about the pop
Kendrick
shit.
is giving us. Kendrick is the master of substance and depth, and I think he's accomplished that just off me reading the lyrics. Now, does it sound dope? Like, and that's I think what you're talking about. But
Yeah,
it's much more complicated than if it just sounds dope because mad things sound dope. Katy Perry used to sound dope, but all she's talking about, I kissed the girl and I like it and all that dumbass shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it gets a little complicated. Anyway,
yeah. I get what you're trying to say. It's just hard. Like people, obviously Kendrick is my top three, bro. So I'm just gonna hold that nigga to a higher level than I'm gonna hold a I don't know smoke perp or something, bro. I want that nigga to like actually because he's capable of doing it. So I'm gonna judge that nigga based on what the fuck he can do. That's like Quentin Tarantino dropping some crazy ass movie when every movie he made he don't miss. So there's some shit like that.
yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, there's
So I
mad
gotta
movies that are really critically acclaimed. Like I like movies about like I don't want to see guns fired. I want to see drug dealing. I like a certain type of shit. Sometimes like you'll see some of those movies really good movie, but it just doesn't have the shit that jumps off screen. You got to watch the whole thing, and it's just a really good movie, but it doesn't have a bunch of explosions and it doesn't have a bunch of shit that usually drives people to it. You get what I mean?
mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
Like
I get
like
what you're
like
saying.
like like let me look like look at Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Like some of the movies that he did, like the ones that I believe
He won for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think that was his first.
like like play this like, and I never even watched this because it just seemed boring.
Which one?
And maybe I'm wrong, but like The Revenant, like nigga, I'm not watching no shit like that. Nigga, I want to watch him finesse people and bitches in Wolf of Wall Street. That's what I want to watch. That to me is entertaining. But The Revenant, whatever the that is probably a really good movie. It just looks too boring for me to watch it. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean. That's kind of how
Like nigga,
I want
I
to say
want
that
to
I'm
watch
more.
some shit that's like high action, like flexing and flossing. You know what I mean?
But you should be open to movies like The Revenant because that's how you can't call yourself a movie critic or you know good movies if all you only watch is action movies.
Okay,
So you
so you're
got
making my point with Kendrick. So it's not
yeah.
only about how it sounds. I remember giving To Pimp a Butterfly, I said this was just critically off of the lyrics, the best album that year. But I did say I don't think it had the best replay value of most albums, right? So like
Mm-hmm.
Drake always makes pretty good albums that have high replay value. Not too much complexity and depth, but replay value on a million. Kendrick, depth, a million, replay value. I think the closest he get with that being super high was Damn.
Yeah, but To Pimp a Butterfly had replay value though. Well, I gotta listen to this more. I gotta
Well, no,
replay
no,
this.
no. I think it had replay value over time because of how great the songs were. But I don't think when people initially listen to it, they're like, oh, okay. Because people wanted songs like Backseat Freestyle and Mad City. That's what we wanted. But like he came with some songs that had more depth to it, and only until like we start having a social renaissance in the United States, some of his songs really had that replay value. They had a replay value for the movement, but niggas wasn't just going around just listening to them songs like that.
I mean,
At
We Could Be
first, at
Alright
first.
was already
Now those
awesome.
songs are classic. So it's gonna spoil our how we look at it. Like now, those songs are classic, but in the moment, like the replay value wasn't high until we realized how great those songs were, and it is what it is.